All right, folks, we're going to do kind of a quick comparison here between the Battle of the Monongahela and Bloody Mohawk. And I'm going to step back for a moment here so you can, I can turn the light off. Nah, I'll not worry about that. Two games on the French and Indian War, one specifically on Braddock, one on many of the battles in the East, particularly the Northeast of the French and Indian War. And here you see, well, some reenactors. Here you have a historic print of the Battle of the Monongahela. Notice box sizes are pretty much the same. This is Lock and Load. This is the Historic Game Company, who we recently reviewed. What did we recently review? It'll come to us in a moment. It's been a sad week here. We had to put down a Bandit. We got Bandit over Rainbow Bridge on Monday because his back legs had stopped working and his arthritis had gotten so bad. We didn't want him to go into Christmas feeling like that and to have the chaos of maybe being ill on Christmas Day or Christmas weekend and not be able to be taken properly care of by the vet that he knows and people he knows. So that all worked out well. But yes, here it is. Both colorful, both nice covers. Now, let's move to the rules. The rules here. Well, this is a 22-page rule book. This is a 4-page rule book. Except this is really a 4-page rule book, and this is a 6-page rule book because most of it is taken up with scenarios. Okay, pretty easy to think about there, isn't it? Combat here is that you go ahead, you get, let's see if we can find a unit counter in the front. No, they didn't do that here. This is a set of rules I worked on. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is its combat strength. If you roll a 5 or more, it's a hit. A 5 or less, it becomes a hit. This like certain is equal or less than the unit's combat factor is a hit. Okay, pretty simple combat then. In this game, the attack factor is a 2. Okay, so how does anybody hit? Well, you roll 2 dice, or you roll a dice, add the factor on, and that becomes your hit, and you compare it to the other guy's defense factor. So, you've got a decent chance there. You roll 1 die, I'm sorry. And if you roll so it becomes equal, they're disordered. If you get a hit, then you kill them. So let's just make sure we're right on that, folks, because we don't want to be flying by the seat of our pants. Okay, attacks are made by one of the 2 players. Units which move may also attack. Combat procedure during combat, the attacking factors. The attacking unit's attack factor, isn't that a mouthful? The attacking unit's attack factor is added to 1 die roll. So if the attack sum is equal to or greater than defense factor defending unit by 1, it's flipped over to disordered. If it's 2 or more, it dies. Okay, pretty easy. Terrain effect chart on the back here. On this one, you have the designer of the game, and Bill in his French uniform. Again, it's colorful, it's attractive. Let's look at game counters. So far, I would say box type and rules are a bit of a toss-up. Here, we get what I think is the first time the Lock and Load game gets an uptick. The counters here for Lock and Load are more visually appealing with the individual soldiers. I mean, these aren't bad, these are just more appealing. And the blue here, it shows up really well on my camera. So does the red. The red's really very bright here. It's not quite as bright for your own eyes. So the lock and load gets a nudge on the counters. The Historic Game Company, however, gets a nudge by the cards, because this makes it harder to have any kind of pre-planned idea, because each turn you have to draw a card. Like here, Beaujeu, the French commander who was killed early on, waving his troops into position, and the British. And like here, okay, this turn, if you did this one, the British can only move 2 units and attack none. Here, the French could move 2, attack 3. Okay, having played this, I found that the system works very well. Having played the Siege of Delhi game and the game with Juarez, with the Juarezista forces versus Maximilian. Okay, let's move to the maps, because we love maps. We always love maps. Okay, sorry for my hand across there, folks. Oh my. They're kind of similar. You notice that here, the clearing is much bigger than here. And let's superimpose map. Now, the hexes here are a little bigger than on the Monongahela game. Okay, but it's still, but this is for this series by Bill. This is a bigger map. And of course you see that in both cases, the British or the Empire forces are pretty much stuck on the road, and everything out there is road. So, more colorful map by Lock and Load. Bigger map here. You've got the fords down here. And a little more of the terrain. So, which do you like better? I think this is kind of a toss-up. This is a matter of taste. I might probably go with this because there's more map to it, but again, pretty darn close for my taste. And of course, we always talk about books. I'm only going to talk about one. It's been at our bedside recently, and that is Fred Anderson's Crucible of War, 7 Years' War and the Fate of Empire British North America, 1754 to 1766. Indispensable. This is the book to read. It is still the book to read. Can't ask for any better. So, hope you enjoyed this quick down and dirty. You all have a blessed evening, and I hope your Christmas holiday and season is going well, folks. God bless you.